the night that stopped time. Hollywood had seen countless red carpets before, but that night, it felt different. The Vogue Fashion Hollywood event wasn't just another gathering of celebrities. It was a collision of elegance, history, and raw presence. Every flash from a camera seemed to echo against the marble floor, waiting for something, or someone, unforgettable. Then, it happened. A sleek black car pulled up, and whispers turned into waves of excitement. Even before the door opened, the air shifted. Security leaned forward, journalists gripped their microphones, and fans pressed against the barriers, holding breath and banners alike. And there he was, Kim Taehyung, known to millions as V of BTS. The sound that erupted from the crowd could have shaken the stars themselves. Screams of joy, disbelief, and pure love melted into one. Taehyung stepped out, dressed in an elegant black velvet suit lined with silver detailing that shimmered under the spotlights. Every step he took seemed choreographed by destiny itself. He smiled faintly, waved once, and for that single moment, the night belonged entirely to him. Inside the venue, celebrities whispered. Even seasoned Hollywood icons couldn't help but glance his way. His aura wasn't loud, it was commanding in its silence. That was the Taehyung effect. And yet, no one knew that the most unforgettable moment of the night would come after the event, when the lights dimmed and the fans refused to leave. The elegance that captured Hollywood. Inside the hall, the air buzzed with fashion's finest. The biggest designers in the world, from Paris to Seoul, had gathered under one roof. The Vogue Fashion Hollywood event wasn't just a show, it was a cultural statement. But amid all the glitter and tailored perfection, one name floated between every conversation. V. BTS's V is here. Taehyung didn't need to try. His aura spoke before he did. When he sat beside renowned Hollywood actor Timothée Chalamet, the cameras couldn't decide whom to focus on first. When he exchanged smiles with Zendaya near the main stage, the internet exploded. Vogue photographers trailed him like shadows. Every flash captured timeless stillness in motion. Even the designers were in awe. "He's not just wearing the outfit, he's redefining it," whispered one French designer to another. And indeed, Taehyung carried himself as if he belonged to every era. 1950s classic charm wrapped in 2025's modern boldness. As the show went on, clips of him adjusting his cufflinks, sipping champagne, and sharing light laughter with actors spread online like wildfire. Within minutes, #VogueHollywoodV began trending globally. But while the world admired his elegance, those who truly knew him, Army, saw something deeper in his eyes that night. A kind of gentle melancholy, a quiet reflection behind his confident smile. They didn't know it yet, but that expression would mean everything when he finally left the event later that night. The waiting crowd. Outside the venue, hundreds of fans lined the streets. Some had traveled across states. Others flew from different countries. They didn't know how long the event would last. They didn't care. The only goal was to see him one more time. The night air was cold, but excitement kept everyone warm. Fans held handmade signs. "We love you, Taehyung. You shine brighter than any star. Army is always here." A few streetlights flickered, reflecting off the glossy cars pulling away from the red carpet. Celebrities exited, waving, posing, smiling, but the fans stayed still, watching every vehicle that passed. And then, just before midnight, one of the guards at the barricade whispered, "He's still inside." The crowd gasped softly. Some began softly singing Sweet Night, their voices blending into a beautiful, trembling chorus that floated across the quiet boulevard. The melody was soft, emotional, and strangely prophetic, because moments later, the doors opened. The departure. It was 12:14 a.m. when V appeared again. This time, there was no red carpet, no stage lights, just the cool Los Angeles night and the raw emotion of hundreds of fans waiting in silence. He stepped out, his long, dark coat draped over his shoulders. His hair fell naturally, a few strands brushing across his forehead. The silver embroidery of his suit caught the soft street light, glowing faintly. His eyes, gentle, yet tired, met the fans for the briefest second. The screams didn't come immediately. Instead, there was a moment of stunned silence. It was as if everyone was afraid to break the spell. Then the first sob broke out. Someone whispered, "He looked at me." Another fan began crying, her hands shaking as she tried to record. The sound of muffled weeping mixed with laughter and gasps filled the night. He gave a small wave, soft, delicate, almost hesitant, and that was all it took. He didn't have to say a word, one fan later posted on X. That one gesture said everything. Thank you, goodbye, I love you. When his car door closed, fans pressed their palms together, whispering blessings, gratitude, and silent goodbyes. Within minutes, clips flooded the internet, millions of views, endless comments, and one shared emotion: heartbreak. The video that broke the internet. The clip was only 12 seconds long, but it became one of the most shared videos in 2025. Titled V Leaving Vogue Event, it showed Taehyung stepping into his car, pausing briefly to look at the fans one last time, and then disappearing into the night. The background audio captured fans sobbing softly, whispering his name. Within 30 minutes, it had reached 3 million views. Within 2 hours, it was at 10 million. By morning, every major outlet, Billboard, Harper's Bazaar, Rolling Stone Korea, and Vogue had reposted it with their own emotional captions. A star doesn't fade. He simply leaves behind a trail of light. Vogue Korea. Even his goodbye feels cinematic. Rolling Stone Korea. Fans began creating edits, slow-motion montages of that moment mixed with BTS's Weverse and celine. Each video carried the same feeling, a mix of beauty and heartbreak. Across time zones, fans woke up to the video and couldn't contain their emotions. Hashtags like "Thank you Taehyung," "Vogue Hollywood V," and "We Love You V" trended in more than 50 countries. On TikTok, creators made emotional compilations of his Vogue appearances through the years. On Instagram, art accounts began drawing him under streetlights, eyes soft but full of meaning. On X, fans wrote long threads about his journey, from debuting as a shy boy in 2013 to becoming the most magnetic presence in global fashion. Even non-fans commented, "I don't even listen to BTS, but this man's aura? Unreal." There's something cinematic about how he carries himself. For ARMY, it was more than admiration. It was connection. They saw him as someone who had grown with them through every era, every performance, every silent goodbye. Inside Taehyung's mind, speculation and emotion, though he didn't release any official statement, fans couldn't help but wonder what he was feeling. Some pointed out how emotional he looked leaving the event, as if lost in thought. Others remembered how he had once said during a live, "I'm happiest when I feel everyone's love. But I'm also human. I need quiet moments too." Maybe this was one of those moments, his quiet exit from a loud world. Maybe that wave wasn't a simple farewell, but a thank you to those who've stayed since the beginning. Back in Seoul, ARMY left flowers outside Hybe's building, writing notes saying, "We're proud of you. Rest well, our star. You don't have to smile all the time. We still love you." The morning after. The next day, social media was flooded with headlines. VBTS moves the world with silent goodbye after Vogue fashion event. Taehyung's presence turns Hollywood night into art. Fans cry as V's departure video hits 20 million views. Fans replayed the moment again and again, noticing every detail, the glimmer in his eyes, the way he looked up at the crowd, the small smile before stepping into the car. Some said it reminded them of his farewell scene in Warang. Others compared it to a movie ending, bittersweet and perfect. But more than anything, they felt proud. proud that their idol had once again made history, not through words, but through grace. The symbol of goodbye. As the week went on, the moment turned symbolic. Fans began calling it the goodbye wave, a gesture that represented gratitude, peace, and love. Some even said it felt like Taehyung's way of saying goodbye to one chapter and stepping into another. Fashion critics wrote think pieces about how he had become a global ambassador of not just brands, but emotion itself. Taehyung isn't just a muse, he's an experience, wrote Elle Korea. ARMY organized online spaces to share art, poems, and letters about that night. Every word echoed the same truth, that even a small moment with Taehyung could move the world. The legend continues. Weeks later, the world moved on, but ARMY didn't forget. That 12-second clip still played in hearts like a melody that never ended. Taehyung continued his journey quietly, new projects, new songs, a few public appearances, yet the memory of that Hollywood night lingered. Because sometimes the most powerful stories aren't told through speeches or performances, they're told in silence, in one glance, one wave, one soft smile under streetlights. And that's what happened that night. He didn't just leave an event, he left a memory, eternal, elegant, and impossibly human. As one fan wrote beneath the viral video, "We didn't cry because he left. We cried because he reminded us what love without words feels like." And in that moment, the world knew. V of BTS wasn't just a name in fashion. He was, and will always be, the feeling that never fades. When stars don't fade. Weeks turned into months, and life moved on, but the image of that night never disappeared. The video still circulated online, resurfacing every few days with captions like, "Do you remember when the world stood still for him?" This is what grace looks like. At a small art gallery in Seoul, a local artist displayed a painting titled "The Man Who Waved Goodbye." It was Taehyung, painted in midnight hues, surrounded by faint golden lines that resembled camera flashes. Underneath, a small inscription read, "Some stars don't fade. They simply choose to shine elsewhere." When a fan posted a photo of the painting online, it went viral instantly. People from all over the world commented, sharing how that single moment, his gentle wave, his quiet smile, had stayed with them. Some said it gave them comfort on hard days. Others said it reminded them that goodbyes aren't always endings. And then one morning, without warning, Taehyung returned to Instagram. No captions, no hashtags, just a photo. It was a sunset, violet and gold, the same colors that filled the Hollywood sky that night. In the corner of the image, faintly visible, was his reflection in a window. Fans cried again, of course, because even without words, they understood. It wasn't goodbye. It never was. It was a promise that no matter where he goes, the connection remains. The story continues, quietly but eternally, like a song that never stops echoing in the heart. He doesn't just exist in our screens, he lives in our memories, in our art, in the way we look up whenever the sky turns purple. And that is how it ended, not with a final bow, but with the gentle reminder that some goodbyes are simply new hellos in disguise.